Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Hello, folks. It's Monday evening, 7:45. It's the 27th of August, Bank Holiday Monday. I took an amitriptyline last night at about midnight. That was a big mistake because I didn't get up till about 11:15 today. So the day's gone really, really quick. Myself, Bank Holiday Monday, there's been not a lot happening. I did some gaming earlier, I haven't done my gaming yet. I might do an hour on that in a minute. I'm a member of the Xbox Live Game Pass on there to play, and some of them are really, really, really good games. So I'm going to be having a bit of a prat about on them. Like I say, not done a lot today. A little bit of housework, but not much. I had something to eat. Spoke to a friend of ours today we haven't spoken to for a long time. She's doing okay, except she's having a lot of problems with pains in the spine. I know how that feels, trust me. No, I mean, today, to be honest, I've been quite shocked looking at the news, because on the news today, I've seen there's a manhunt for a double murder suspect. And to be perfectly honest with you, the double shooting where the two gamers were killed in Florida is absolutely incredible. But it's the state of the world we're in. Unfortunately, it's the state of the world we're in. I mean, you think that these video gamers basically were killed by a rival. You know, it says they were killed by a rival. I mean, they were only young lads, you know, they were only young men. You know, one was 21, one was 27, and they were both well known. But a guy who's 24 carried out the attack. And apparently it's because he lost a match. Now, I hate to say this, but I'm a gamer and I lose matches every day, and I get angry. Don't get me wrong, I get angry, of course I do. You know, stop swearing at the telly like every other gamer does. But I don't feel like shooting. I don't go and get a gun and shoot my rival. What's all that about? I mean, that's just taking it to another level. You know, soon they'll be banning gaming if that happens. But yeah, I thought that was absolutely astonishing, and I feel sorry for the people who were there. Those who were there must have been absolutely terrified. The relatives of the victims, and to be perfectly honest with you, even the relatives of the gunmen must be shocked that that losing a game like that would make you kill your rivals. You know, it's just bizarre, to be perfectly honest with you. I've never seen nothing like it. I've heard about people who, when the teams lose at football, they go and smash up the pub, or break a pool ball over somebody's nut or something daft like that. But you don't hear of somebody losing at a game and killing the rival. It don't make sense. God, that takes online gaming to a whole new level. That's just wrong, all kinds of wrong. I did see one bit of good news today, actually. For a while I've said that they shouldn't be allowed. In the UK, I don't know if they do it in America or anywhere else in the world, but in the UK they actually sell, for pets, electric shock collars, believe it or not. And basically you can get your dog, if your dog does something you don't like, you can press something and it will electrocute your dog. It will send an electric shock through its collar. Now personally I think that's barbaric. I think it's really, really horrendous and something that shouldn't be done anyway. Well, today they finally banned it for pets, because they finally realised, believe it or not, this absolutely amazes me, well, that they cause harm and suffering. Well, if you put an electric collar around somebody's neck and jolt them every time they do something you don't want them to do, I would say it's going to cause harm and suffering, yeah. Our dog, don't get me wrong, our dog can be disobedient and she has to be told what to do, but I have never ever considered putting an electric collar around her neck or sending a shock through her to get her to do as she's told. That's just wrong. I mean, finally they banned it, so that's something good, at least. I was quite fascinated by this thing I've just read, actually, and it amazes me how these business people, entrepreneurs and investors and that, are spending absolutely tons and tons of money, real money, in order to buy virtual land in a virtual setting, because they think it will make them money in the future using cryptocurrency. I don't know what cryptocurrency, but apparently I'll just read what it says. It says investors are spending real money to buy land in a new city that only exists in virtual reality. Does that sound completely mental to you? I've never heard nothing like it. This is what I'm going to start doing, I think, on my vlog. If I haven't had that much done in the day, I'm going to start just going through the news and seeing what there is on here and seeing how mental people are, to be honest. Because there's that many things that you read on the internet that you think, that can't be right. That can't be right, you know, it can't. I mean, I'm looking down now, and I think most of the good news must have been privatised. I really do, because looking at this stuff here, you've got murder hunt for double murder suspect, teenager dies in fall on popular mountain, a poor woman who vomits 30 times a day because she's got something wrong with her. It's like, wow, you know, put on piles of good news. You know, it's like, wow, I don't understand. I mean, I go on the news, don't get me wrong, and I read a lot of news, but I do tend to try, if I can, to look for nice stories, because I know there'll be good, bad stories out there. You know, of course there will. Bad things happen in the world, but they seem to be what people focus on. They seem to be what people actually read the most, because when I go on these sites, it shows you what's popular, what's trending, and it never is any of the good stuff. You know, if, say, I don't know, a cure is found for something, that's got about 30 views. If somebody shot somebody in a public street, it's had about 3,000 views. It's like, I don't get that. I don't understand the logic or the mentality of that. But hey ho, there's an Queer's folk, is there? Yeah, like I said, manhunt for double murder suspect. Apparently somebody called Jambaz Tarin is being sought over the killings of his ex-partner and her mother. And that's in Solihull, which is the West Midlands. If you're from the UK, you'll know that well. In America, it's like it's the Birmingham area, that kind of area. If you know of the UK. Tomorrow, fingers crossed, if the weather's okay, I'm going to get out. It's been horrible again today, to be honest with you. The wind has been, I don't know where these sudden gales and gusts of wind that we've been having are coming from. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, middle of the night, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It kind of woke me up a little bit. Well, middle of the night, it'd have been middle of the morning, wouldn't it, by the time the tablets kicked in. Because they didn't kick in till about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and once they kicked in, obviously I zoned out for 9 hours. The main thing I've got to do tomorrow is I've got to get in touch with the vets, because I need some stronghold for my dog, and I've got to order some more Apoquel for my dog, because she's running out of that. What it is with the dog, she's got lifelong allergies, skin allergies, so we have to treat her with something called Apoquel, and she's on it for the rest of her life. Actually, she's been on it for about 4 years now, and she's on it for the rest of her life. Bless her. Basically, if we stop giving it to her, her fur starts dropping out, bulb patches, and she ends up with sores and everything. So, you know, whatever it costs, it's worth it to keep the dog healthy. You know, we want to see her healthy, and the best thing is when all of her is grown back and she's all cheerful and, you know, full of beans and full of life. That's what owning a pet, you know, it brings a smile to your face. I don't want to see her ill. I don't want to see her bad. We're having a bit of a problem with her at the moment. She keeps ending up with a very, very dodgy stomach, bless her. And we don't know why, because we're not feeding her anything different. She's getting the same water and stuff. Whether they've changed something in one of the tablets or the makeup of the food that she eats, who knows? It's probably one or the other. Anyway, I've just watched one football match, which was a non-league encounter for UK people. Anyway, it's Fylde against Harrogate Town. Fylde is my area where I live. Really, I live on the Fylde coast, so yeah. And I'm just watching a German Bundesliga 2, I think it's called, Bundesliga 2 game between, is it Hamburg? Yeah, Hamburg and Arminia Bielefeld. I've probably pronounced that completely wrong, so if there's any Germans out there, I really do apologise. Anyway, I'm done for now. I've been on for nearly 10 minutes, so you all take care, and I'll do another video tomorrow, hopefully a bit more interesting. Take care for now. Bye. If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.